So here, I'm going into the book of Hosea, and I'll start at Hosea chapter 3, 5, and then I'll go into the New Testament because Paul told us, make sure you guys expose the works of darkness in the Christian church. That's what he told us to do. That's in Ephesians 5. And he said that everybody who exposes the liars in the church is of the light, which is of the Holy Spirit. And John 16, Yeshua told you that the reason why we get the Holy Spirit of truth is to expose the lies as well. So, afterward, this is the last day's prophecy. Afterward shall the children of Israel return and seek Jehovah their God and David their king. That's two different individuals. And shall fear Jehovah and his goodness in the latter days. Hear the word of Jehovah, you children of Israel, for Jehovah has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, no mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land in the latter days, when they will seek Jehovah their God and David their king. That's pretty interesting, don't you think? Let's see what Revelation says about that. You see, the reason why you expose the liars in the church, because this Bible tells you the church is bringing many people to hell. And he's giving everybody one last chance before tribulation comes. And tribulation begins at the house of God. Judgment begins at the house of God. Behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according to his work shall be. Okay? One of the lies that these Christians say, that's works-based salvation. It's just like calling everything, oh, that's a conspiracy theory. They're the same kind of dummies as the ones that do that. Okay? Just so you know, you're supposed to expose these liars in the church. And nobody does that, and that's why it's so wicked right now. But because it's so wicked is the reason that brings the wrath of God. That's why Yeshua said, great is the fall of that house. So I suggest you start paying attention. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. For without her dogs, he calls you people dogs. Dogs, sorcerers, whoremongers, murderers, idolaters, that's because of your Christmas tree, and whoever loves and makes a lie. I, Yeshua, have sent my angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David. Hosea chapter 3, verse 5. The offspring of David, and he testifies to the churches to keep the commandments of God. Isn't that crazy? But do you see why the Bible tells the people in the church, the great number of people that are going to go into destruction? Because they perverted the words of the living God and they will not obey the commandments. I am only giving you a couple verses. I could do this all day long. Prophecy is spot on, and all you people are doing exactly what this book says not to do. Even the ones doing God's feasts right now are written up in this book. They get to go into tribulation. And you know why? Because they wouldn't fulfill the royal law like I'm doing right now to warn you.